Does it ever feel like in the grand scheme of things, we're constantly pointing out each other's problems, what we don't like about each other, maybe fair, maybe unfair. We direct all that towards others. I would say our criteria for the people we include in our lives has become more and more and more strict, as if people just aren't good enough anymore. And so, with that, we already have these established groups that we kind of cling to, and that window for opening up new connections, being able to find new connections becomes smaller and smaller. And it leads to less compromise because we're so often focused on what other people need to change to fit our criteria to our standards. But so little self reflection is done in the process. That's why we sacrifice having to focus outwardly so often. It's as if perfection is a virtue now. They expect people to feel how they want them to feel and to do everything they want them to do. And if there's one problem, one thing that they find problematic about them, no matter how small it is, they just reject them, try and move on to someone else to judge so tightly. I think those types of people often think or try and convince themselves they have everything they need or they have everything figured out for themselves. But that's hardly ever the case. Learning is a constant process, and opening ourselves up to new perspectives leads to many other possibilities we can't imagine. It applies to us all. And with that, you never know who's going to offer you something you never thought you needed. The very picky people who judge so harshly could never imagine what they're missing out on. And the key to that is self reflection. To be able to look at yourself and convince yourself that you don't have all the answers, that you don't have everything figured out. And I do think it should be based on character, as in the strength of someone's character, not just the mask they put on. That is to say, personally, I believe there's good and bad in every group. That you're going to find good people in situations you never thought you'd find them, and bad people in situations you never thought you'd find them. But things like this doesn't look like we're going to learn them anytime soon as a whole, so things probably need to get a little worse before they can get better, unfortunately.